Good afternoon to all my kings and my queens. I want to thank you for tuning in with another episode of Uniquely Divine with Tamar podcast. And in this podcast episode, I want to talk to the people that is in isolation. And what I mean by isolation is you feel alone. You feel like God has left you. He has forsaken you. You can't see him. You can't hear him. And he just took some things and some people away from you. You don't understand why. But I want to encourage you. The reason why he done those things to you, the reason why he removed those people from you, he took away things that you felt like you couldn't live without. It's because he has something better for you. The process is not easy. Let me start by saying this. The process is not easy. You're going to feel like you're just in this world alone, like you have no one, especially when you commit yourself over to him. When you surrender to God, you give him your all, and you tell him that you're not turning back from your wicked ways. You're not going to do things that once broke you. So once you commit to excellence, the enemy is going to come and try you in every way possible. But that's okay, because that's equipping you to being strong in this season. You will be tested. It will not be easy. It is not an easy process. You will be lonely. You will be tempted to turn back to your wicked ways. Or not even your wicked ways, back to your old ways, I'm sorry. But I want to tell you that you have the courage, you have the knowledge, and you're going to gain the wisdom to keep going. It's already within you. You already have it on the inside of you. So keep going. I have my days when I just feel so alone, so lonely. Like, a lot of people are not going to understand why you chose the path that you're on. Especially if they haven't made up in their mind that they want to do the same thing that you're willing to do. But you have to be willing to step away from the crowd and be called crazy. And that's okay too. Because crazy is not always the bad thing. It's the good thing in the sight of God. So you have to be willing to give yourself over to him. And know that everything that he took from you, he's going to give it back to you tenfold. He sees something that you don't see in yourself. He's seeing something in those people. He's heard conversations that you didn't hear. So he blocked it. He took away those things that hurt you. He took away those people that hurt you. Those substances that you were running to. He took it all away from you. So only thing that you can do is trust in him. And lean not on your own understanding. Because if you think about it, if we lean on to our own understanding, that leaves us confused. We do things that we didn't even know that we were capable of doing. And later in the long run, it's going to hinder us. So embrace the process. Embrace it. It's a lonely process. It's not easy. But you will overcome it. It don't matter how long it is. But through that process, it's going to mold you. It's going to build you. It's going to inspire you. And it's going to allow you to come out even stronger than what you went in as. A lot of people may not be, having walked through that process yet. But I'm going to tell you, once you commit to excellence, it's going to be lonely. But I want to tell you that you're not lonely. You're going to feel that way, but you're not lonely because you got God on your side. And the enemy is going to test you. He's going to try to turn everyone and everything against you. He's going to try you first with your finances. Second, he's going to try you with your family and your family members. Your friends and your family members. And then he's going to try you with death. Like things like that. It might be death. It may not be death. Every story is different. But just know, once you start to elevate yourself, elevate your thinking in your personal life, he's going to come in every way possible. So this is the time that you need to stay guarded, stay rooted in your word. Because that's the way that we fight. We don't fight through flesh and blood. We don't. This is a spiritual battle. This is a battle between wickedness and high places. So we have to stay grounded. We have to stay rooted in our word. That's how we fight. And continue to get in your word daily. Even if you don't have a word, or if you don't understand your word, get a study Bible. something, or just read it online. Listen to it. Continue to listen to it. So when these battles do come against you, you have something to fight them with. Because the enemy is going to come, I'm telling y'all. So you have to stay rooted. You have to stay grounded in God. And don't feel like He's not there with you, because He is. Because we may not see Him, but He is fighting behind the scenes for us. He is fighting behind the scenes for us in the spiritual realm. We may not see Him in the physical, but trust me, He is always there with you. And this time, when you seek Him out, this is when you're going to hear His voice. You're going to see Him. He's going to communicate with you. You're going to hear Him through videos, podcasts, hear Him from other people. But you have to be willing to know that He is there with you, that He is always by your side. And then in this season, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. The enemy is going to tell you, he's going to try to put stuff in your mind like God is not there for you. Oh, you should give up. You should stop believing and things like that. No. This is the season that you trust like you've never trusted before. That you put yourself on the back burner and allow the Holy Spirit to come through. Because this is the season, this is the time that we need Him the most. It's going to be some times where you just feel like your back is against the wall. But you have the power. You are equipped with the knowledge and the tools to keep going. This is the season that you actually get to understand who you truly are. This is the season, this is the time, this is the moment that you actually see why you were created. Because little do we know that we're not here for ourselves. We're here to help someone else, to be a blessing to someone else. We are just a vessel for God to use to get His word out. But you have to be willing to allow Him to come in and do what He has called you to do, to flow through you. And once you commit to Him, that's when your life is going to change. You have to go through that process of isolation though. You may not want to. Because I ran. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I ran for so long. I don't know if I want to do this. I'll think about it. I'm like, I'm going to go in. I'm going to go all in with it. And then like a week later, I'm back talking to people, having conversations with people that mean me no good. And then I have to go through that process all over again. And there's going to be times when you enter in that process and God is telling you, like, I'm not done with you yet. So you got to go back into isolation. And don't keep running from it like I did. Because if you keep running, it's going to get worse and worse. Because once I ran from it, I noticed that I felt stuck. Like everything I tried to do was just not working for my good. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just surrender. Let me just give my all to you because I'm tired of running. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. Like I knew that I had something better on the inside of me. But I knew that I had to give my all to God. And then when I surrendered to Him, I started to see things. I started to open up my eyes. I started to see my true worth. Like why I was settling to certain things and certain people. I was, too busy trying to people please. But I knew that this is only the beginning. This was only the beginning for my life. And no matter how bad I ran, how fast I ran, I knew that I was going to have to backtrack. I knew that I was going to have to go back into that season of isolation. So He could prepare me, so He can equip me to being alone. And I want to tell you, once you commit to excellence, if you start to go through this process, the people that you thought was going to be in your life, they're going to start dropping off like flies. I'm telling you, because if God sees or He hears something that you don't hear and you give your all to this person, and you being the one that He has chosen, the one that He has called, no, it's not going to fly. He's not going to let that fly. Because anything that gets in the way or hinders your blessings, hinder you from getting to your promised land, He got to move it. He got to move it. It could be family. It could be friends. I don't know why I'm struggling with this word today. Friends, no matter what it is, no matter who it is, they're going to start dropping from your life. boyfriends, girlfriends. You're gonna have to go through that season, and it's not easy. It is not easy, but you can do it. You can do it. Like I said, you got to stay rooted in God. That's all He wants you to do, and continue to develop your mindset, your new mindset. You got to get away from those people that broke you. You got to get away from those people with the limited mindsets. The people that, oh, I wish I could do this if I had money, or, when I get my business, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, why not start now? You got to get away from those people with them limited mindsets. You got to surround yourself with greatness. And once you do, God is going to place you with better. He's going to give you back greater than what He took from you. And you may be upset, you may be sad, but that's okay. And I heard somebody say something one day, and she said, God told her, why be upset when I took something from you that wasn't even ordained for you? It wasn't ordained for you to begin with. But don't cry because you're letting the enemy know that you have control, that you have no control. I'm paraphrasing it, but it was something similar to those lines. But, don't let the enemy see you cry. Whatever God removed from your life, it may hurt. But whatever was not ordained by Him, don't let him see you cry, because the enemy is going to try to bring that person back no matter what. Even if you don't even want that person back, he's going to try to bring it back. Them old friends, old family members, the people that broke you, the people that hurt you, just to get you distracted, because you are on your way to destiny. You are on your way to the promised land. You are preparing yourself for greatness. And once he sees those things, he is going to get you distracted. He is going to get you off track, because he wants you to go back to the ways that you were once thinking, that you were once doing. If it was smoking, drinking, whatever it may be, having sex, anything, he's going to get you to go back. But I'm telling you, look forward, because once you keep your eyes on the prize, it's going to get easier. You're going to have so much peace, so much joy, so much prosperity. The things that you've ever wanted, it's already on the inside of you. Because when we were thinking of old things, thinking about the things and those old beliefs that we have on our lives, it allows us to search for what we have on the inside of us out here in the world. And what the world gives us, it has limitations on it. But what God gives us is limitless. So which one you want? I'd rather say limitless, because I don't want nothing. I don't want to have anything that I'm out here searching for to be taken away from me. So you got to be wise in this season and pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And he's going to give it to you. But you have to be willing to accept it. It's going to be days when you just don't know what to do, where you're going. You could wake up on 1,000, wake up on 100. Like, your spirit just be so high. And then one day you just feel so stuck, so sad, so depressed. Like I said in my last podcast episode, don't spend your time on those negative thoughts. Because once you think negative, it's an alert that you're thinking about the wrong thing. So shift your focus. And once you come into this season of isolation, you're going to get so much ideas, so much spiritual unctions. God is going to give you stuff to start creating. Once you get more in tune with him, I'm telling you, you get ready to take off. You are getting ready to take off, but you have to be willing to want it. You have to want it for yourself. It's going to be some days when you just don't know what to do. Like, oh my goodness, like just starting from zero and working your way up. And once you get to that point, don't be selfish, because you didn't get there by yourself. You had help. So don't take the credit for it. You got to give all glory to God. Give it all to him. Because there's going to be some days when you just be on 1,000, like I said, and you just feel like, oh my goodness, like how did I get here in the blink of an eye? But he's going to continue to give you new ideas, new spiritual unctions. He's going to continue to talk to you. You're going to hear him like never before. Even the days when you can't hear him speaking to you, he's going to talk to you through your spirit or a video, or he's going to bring other people into your life so they can minister to you. So be willing to listen. And just know that this season of your life is the best season of your life. And you have what it takes to make it to your next level. But you have to want it. And I have faith in you. I really do. This season is not easy. It may take I heard some people that went through it for a year. Some people went through it for 2 years. Nobody knows but God. But this season of isolation is just molding you. He wants to know that you have faith in him. He wants to know that you are dedicated enough in him and rooted in him to make it to your next level. Because this process is all about mind change. It's all about shifting your mindset. It's all about going from glory to glory without losing hope. So keep the faith. Keep the hope. Whatever it is that you want, it's already yours. But you have to speak it into existence. You have to do the inner work. You have to be willing to do whatever it is to make it to your next level. But you have to be willing to do it God's way. So keep going. Like I said, it's not an easy process. But you have what it takes. He's already given you the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the courage to make it through. It is a lonely process. Because a lot of people don't understand what you're going through. A lot of people don't understand what it takes for you to shift your mindset. And some people may think you've done it overnight. But little do they know that this was a long process for you. But eventually they see, and don't look down on them. Just look up to God and send a prayer for them. Continue to pray for them, because we all have to go through this process. But one thing about God, he's given us free will to make our own decisions. So they have to be willing to make decisions themselves. So continue to pray for them. Continue to be a blessing. And be there when they need you. Because they're going to crawl. They're going to call you. They're going to need you. But sometimes you can't be there when you need them. They're going to call you, or, just be there for them. Always be that genuine person that you've always been. But you may have to go through this season on your own. So when you feel like you want to call somebody and talk to somebody, just look up to heaven and just ask God to answer your prayers. Because a lot of people are going to think that you're better than them. A lot of people are going to think like you left them. But this isolation season is just preparing you for your next level. And everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. There's going to be times and seasons where you make it to a certain area in your life, and you make it there, and you think about the commitment you made to someone else, saying like, when I make it here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But God is telling you like, no, you have to embrace this on your own, because they're not willing to shift their mindset. They're not willing to do the work that you've done on yourself. They're not willing to do any of this. So when you get to that point, continue to keep going, because the path to success is lonely and narrow. So keep going. It's going to be a time when either you get those people back or you don't. And you can't be sad about it. You can't be depressed about it. Because you're the one that put in the work. You're the one that actually was willing to put time, take the time to get into actually know who God really is. And that's all it is. That's all it is. You're just stepping into who God has created you to be. And that's okay. That's okay. That just showed you that you are equipped with the knowledge and the tools to make it to your next level. So continue to keep going. Continue to keep going, no matter how hard it is. Keep going. And continue to keep the faith. Because God is right there. He is. Like I said, it's not easy. But you got it. You got it. He's giving you everything that you need to make it to your next level. And those old friends that dropped off from your life, God is going to give you those friends that are on the same path as you. Even though you want those friends to be on the same page as you, they'll have the opportunity, but they have to hit rock bottom in order for them to come into the true knowledge of God. Like I said, don't judge them. Continue to pray for them, because they'll always have their day when they have no one to turn to but God. So continue to go, keep going. You got this. And most of all, God got your back. He is guiding you. He is giving you. He is already equipped with you with the knowledge and the tools to make it. He has not given you anything that he's taken back. So that means go all in and don't look back. Because once you remember that God got your back, keep going. That's all you need. That's all the extra push that you need. You don't need family and friends. Because God got a whole legion of angels backing you up. He got you. He got you. And he's just waiting for you to go all in. He's waiting for you to do the work. I hope this wasn't too long. I hope y'all got the gist of what I was saying. But, I just wanted to inspire somebody, because this season of isolation is not easy. I've been in this season for, 4 months? And I just wanted to inspire somebody, because I know a lot of people that's still on this journey. A lot of people have been in it for years. But when they leave this process, they come out on top. God gives them things that no man, no woman, no demon, no devil can take away from them. It's a process, though. You have to be willing to do the work. You got to be willing to turn the TV off, turn the music off, cut off negative friends and family. Everything that is hindering you from going to your next level, you got to cut it off. You have to cut it off, because it's not going to benefit you that way. You got to ask yourself, what does my higher self look like? And how do I obtain becoming her? Because the reason why you're thinking about your higher self the way that you are, the reason why you see things in your life the way that you do, is because you are, that thought didn't come from you. It didn't come from you. God has already prepared that for your future. But you have to go through the process of becoming that woman. You have to. That's the only way. That's the only way. So go through the process. Don't fight it like I did. And I'm just here to share my experience, because I know it can benefit somebody that's going through this process. You feel like you have no friends. You may leave looking for friends in the church. No. Just wait for God to send you your people, your tribe. And He gonna give it to you. But you gotta be willing to isolate yourself so you can build in Him, build with Him. That's all He wants. That's all He wants. Is to build that firm foundation with Him. So do the work. It's not easy, but you will have so much peace, so much joy. Like, spending that time with God is the best time. Getting alone with Him and just talking to Him. Just do it. Just talk to Him on a daily. It could be the randomest conversation, the most random conversation. It could be in your shower. It could be in your bathroom. You could be brushing your teeth. He just want that quality time. And eventually He's going to start opening up. He's never stopped talking to you. But once you start to declutter, you're going to hear Him like never before. So clear, crystal clear. But just spend that time with Him. And just put yourself to the side for once. And just lay it all bare. Lay it all bare. Let Him know everything that you're feeling. Everything that you're going through. And watch He show out for you. Because you took that time to go into the season of isolation. And it's scary, trust me. It is scary. But He's equipped you with the knowledge and the tools to make it through. However long He wants you to go through it. That's okay. That's okay. Because He's going to give you new ideas to start creating. You're just going to start creating things that you never thought you would start creating. That's just amazing how so amazing God is. Like, He is amazing. But you have to do the work. Get started. I challenge you to get started. Push yourself. Push yourself beyond your limit. And just do it. Get started. I have faith in you, but it takes you to have faith in yourself to make a difference. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know this podcast was this long. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in with another episode of Uniquely Divine with Tamara podcast, and I'll check in with y'all next time.